Okay. Hello, I'm Dr. Rivero-Zariztky, the coordinator of the Spanish program. And well, I wasn't ready to record today, but I knew that you are coming to help us out with the summer program. So I'm going to explain you how to set up your course in VHL. That is the company we use. I do have this book. It's an old edition. This is the 4th edition. And I will leave this one in the office so you can pick it up. I will call the company so you can have access to the online ancillaries, and then you can set up your course. That it is mandatory for us that the students use the website. That's the name, or the super site. That's the name of this part of the online ancillary, right? And also they have videos there and cultural activities that it will be very useful to use. So I will try that you have access as soon as possible so you can get familiar with the many activities that are available there. And I will explain you how to set it up, okay? Right now I'm using Zoom. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but if you are interested, I can let you know more about it, okay? Okay, so let me share my computer, and in here we are. So once that you have access to the VHL a course, you will have something like this. These are my courses right now for the spring, for the language courses I was teaching. And then you are going to have something like that, like add course. You click here, and then you will put CFLS for 101 summer. And that's just an example, okay? So you say your default settings will be no, this is because it's me. I have so many that I can set up. I would say Spanish Elementary 1. That will be my setup. And I cannot remember the date where summer starts. So you will pick up the moment we start. Let's set that it start June 1st, okay? And that finish in July. You have to pay attention to those dates, right? Let's say from July the 1st, just giving a month, right? Okay, so then you set up there and you say, and in here you will see your name, and that will happen when you're added to our account in CAU, okay, Clark Atlanta University. Okay, so saying that, you say next in here. And here are other default settings. So I will put settings, and I will say again Spanish, but you will name it as you want. And for 101, you are going to cover from lesson 1 to lesson 4. Okay, that's why when I change this here, you see that happened. In the beginning, it says something different. It was like 18. Okay, so these are the 4 chapters that you need to cover for them. So here it is say access level, you must press SuperSite Plus. This is vText, okay? So the students in here have access to the book online, and that can be anywhere they are, and they can be, even they can have access on their phones and tablets, anything. So this is the one that we need, especially an online class. This is the one that you need, okay? So in here, video supports, these settings affect what video supports tools will be available to your students. I always put the subtitles in Spanish. I don't put them in English. So they are forced to, there is none, but I put in Spanish, okay? So they can hear and they can read in Spanish. I don't put the transcripts in there because sometimes I make it easy, but it's, you know, like they get and they read here and they don't see the video. So I decided not to put the transcript, but it's completely up to you, okay? The technical support allow the students to submit score reviews. You can say yes or no. Allow a student to submit help requests. You can say yes or no. Okay, most of the time that you say yes when they are open-ended answers, but I just put the ones that they're automatically graded by the system. So those are the ones that I pick, okay? And the chat availability, I would only in partner chat activities, and that will be something you select what you feel comfortable here. Okay, and a student can estimate times. I say yes. Why? Because when you put a due date for an assignment, I want them to know how long more or less they have to complete it. For instance, if by the numbers of assignments they say 1 hour and 30 minutes, they know they cannot start 10 minutes before the due date. They have to allow themselves time to complete the assignment, okay? So I always put yes, and I highly suggest you do so they have a sense of the time frame. Okay, and you say next. In here, set by defaults, I already have this set it up, okay? And I only say add categories. I only put one category, which is supersite. You can decide here how you want to do it, but and since it's online, you may have more things to do. I just put supersite, and everything that they do online is one grade. If you want to divide it in different things, like for instance, culture, you put only the exercise for culture in one place. Another you can put videos. Another, I made a combination of them, and that is what they submit, right? So you can here, I only put supersite, and that is what I assign to them at the end of each chapter. So it's like whatever they learn, they can put it into there, okay? But it's completely up to you. You can put assignments at per day. You can, for instance, if you cover 1.1 today, you can put the assignments for 1.1 today, or you can just set a time where they know that that is the due date after you finish to explain the material in the chapter, okay? So here next, and then here is how is organized. Say the start date, end date, first lesson and last lesson, and here what you have. You say save, and here they say, do you want to create a section for this course? And you're gonna say yes, okay? Because that is the big like umbrella. And here, the new section you're going to put, then here, the CFLS, let's say that you have 10101, just giving you, and here will be this section only, okay? You can put more information, you can put here whatever you please, but they see that this is one of the sections, sorry, and then you say next. And in here is where you're going to put, well, it is online class. So, but you select here and your assignments. I will show you later on, but this is more when it's face-to-face and they know when we have classes, okay? Okay, so let me move, say section. Do you want to create another section? You say yes. And in here, you're gonna do the CFLS 10102, for example, whatever section you have assigned. Okay, if you see here, the due time is midnight. So I always tell my students that they have to be aware of when is their due date, and it's Cinderella style. And after midnight, well, by my setup, if they don't do it in the due date, they can complete it after, but is 50% of whatever they score after the due date, okay? It is completely how you would set it up, okay? So I say next, save section. No, you only have two sections, right? So here you see you have your course and you have your two sections. So once that you set up your course, and is going to copy in both of them, okay? So you don't have to do each one separately. So it will look like this, okay? And when you go to grades, you see the grade book here, and you will see, of course, the result for each class, but nobody's here. But you will click here and you say there are no assignments. Okay, so let me go to, I cannot see here. Okay, so calendar, assignment calendar. So let me show you how it works. Okay, So in here, I want to say that is, yeah, summer. So these include both classes. Both of them are here, okay? Let me see. Yes, they are. Okay, so let's say that for this day, you want something, right? So let's say assignment calendar, start assigning. And in here, come on, you have lesson 1. And you see that this is the contextos, this is fotonovela, which is the video, and some activities that comes with it. This is pronunciation, culture, and here is grammar. Okay, so the trick here, let me see. Okay, let me go back in here. You see that here is activities, lesson 1, hola, ¿qué tal? And properties. You're gonna say edit, and it's here what type of activities. You say activities and assessment. Pretty much, I do activities. Activity type. In here, and you can have all types, that's fine. And grading methods, that's very important. You say auto, okay? And apply. When you do that, in here, this auto graded, okay? And you will see that everything that is here, it will grade on its own. The ones that have this icon in here are the ones that are in the book, okay? So I try not to put the ones that are in the book, even though I put in Tentalo in the, when I select the material for this part. And always I pick Repaso because it's like summarizing the part of this lesson. So here you see there are all the activities for lesson and also per section within the lesson. Okay, so here you are, and then you pick, let's say, let's start picking. Let's say that you pick, I don't put contextos here. I always do contextos in the classroom, but you can put bienvenido, cierto, falso, or completar. Okay, for the, let me put puntuación, the alphabet, and let's say cultura, and cierto, falso. I'm just picking stuff here. The tutorial, inténtalo, correspondencia. Sometimes I pick like 4 per part. It's up to you. And let's see that I pick this. On present tense. On telling the time. And here, well, I'm just say assign selected. And I'm going to put that I'm going to select those for 7 of, no, let me see, we started in June. Let's say that is for this day, and you say save. Due date before, what it puts in here? Why is saying that? No, but I assigned, I think that was the date. Okay, you will assign, you say save, and it will show in here. Let me see something. Issue live, no, here. On, okay, let me see. June, sorry. Will be June 19. I think I'm in the right place. Let me see. Well, but say 21 as activity selected, and it will tell you that, okay, this will be, it will appear in there, and it will say that you have 2 hours to complete it. So the students know that they have that time. So if it's due date by midnight, they cannot start at 11 and pretend to finish at that time. Okay, so explain that to them. For some reason, I did something wrong. Let me see, what is the, well, maybe when I, oh, 16. That's why you say 16 here, and I put in 19. Yeah, something is wrong. Because that was the class I selected when I put in elementary Spanish 101, and it was in 16. So that's why it put 16 here, and of course it doesn't let me put the 19 date. This is the problem here, okay? Okay, saying that you will do the same with each lesson, and the assignments will be there. It's good that you put them all in front so they know they're there and that they are available. and they have enough time to complete it. So they don't say, oh, the assignments were not there. So so then you know that everything is set up even before class starts. So that's how you set it up. And then when is the time, you go here, the grade book, and it will give you the grades that they did in each part. Most of the time, the gradebook assignments are very high, okay, that in my experience. And mystery, okay, sometimes it happens that somebody else does for them, or who knows, but when we are face to face, they don't know the material. So it's kind of when the gradebook is this high and the face to face is this low, something is fishy, right? So that's one of the challenge on an online class, because everything is going to be online. So I'm pretty sure you will like to have some face to face time with them, and there are ways to set that up too. So like I said, what I'm using right now is Zoom, and with Zoom you can even see several people at the same time. So if in a point you are going to set up a moment with all the class, doesn't matter where they are, they can even be in their phone, you can see them all at the same time, okay? And you can give your lecture or a clarification or whatever, okay? Oral evaluations, things like that. Okay, so that was my my overview about how to set up vistas. I'm going to send your information to the company so you can have access to it. And like I said, I'm leaving this old version. You may be using two versions at the same time, because we're using right now the 5th edition, but they are releasing the 6th edition in the fall, and we are going to request the 6th edition in the fall. But if you are having students that already have the 5th edition, because or they fail or they withdraw the class during the semester and they're going to take it now, you may have students that have the 5th edition. So I'm going to ask that you have access to both, to the 5th and the 6th, in case that you have that two populations. So it's something to consider. And if that's the case, you will have to set up two different accounts, one for the 5th and another for the 6th. Okay, following the same criteria. Okay, so I hope that is useful. And if you have any questions, please let me know. My email is Rivero, like river with O at the end, at cau.edu. I'm going to put it on the email too. Okay, bye-bye. Let me, okay, to stop sharing is here and end meeting. Okay, so have good luck in your summer class.